And what's good? Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back at the channel once again tonight, covering play-by-play here. Got a really good matchup in store. Brooklyn Nets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. This game is at Milwaukee. Fiserv form for this matchup tonight. And a lot of the stars going to be playing tonight in this game, part of a preseason matchup before we get ready for the regular season coming up next week. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for dropping on by, being a part on the channel. Once again, we get the starting lineups looking like a good amount of the stars will play tonight here. So for Milwaukee, they're going with, so they got Giannis in the starting lineup tonight for the Bucks. Jrue Holiday, he's also there. Javon Carter, Bobby Portis Jr., and Brook Lopez. That's the starting five tonight for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, their big three starting tonight: KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons. For the Nets, Royce O'Neal and Nick Claxton all will get the start tonight for Brooklyn. As I think we're going to be tipping off, I believe it's 15 minutes past the bottom of the hour usually for these games, so I believe it's going to be 7:45. So about 13 minutes from now we'll tip off. But welcome in, everybody. Victoria, Chris, glad to hear, man. That's awesome. Mario, welcome back in. Bradley, Nova on the stream, welcome on board. Jose, glad to have you back in, man. Andrew, welcome on back, brother. I'll be covering play-by-play of this game. I can't show the actual game due to copyright. It's play-by-play only that I have on the channel. But yeah, this should hopefully be a good matchup. Both of these teams trying to get their first preseason victory before the actual season starts. Brooklyn 0-2 record. This is their first road game tonight for the Nets. Milwaukee's played 4 games so far, but winless in all 4. 0-4 so far. This is their third home game, their last preseason game now for the Bucks. Giannis has played in 2 of those games. He did not play in the last 2. So Giannis hasn't played since October 6th against the Hawks. He played in the first game against Memphis on October 1st. And Brooklyn had Kevin Durant so far. He's played in both of the games for the preseason. Same as Ben Simmons. Kyrie sat out the last one against the Heat. Disappointing game. I covered that one last Thursday. And the Nets led early in the first, until midway in the first quarter. And then it was all Heat after that. Miami smoked Brooklyn in their last game on Thursday night. Final score was 109-80. Kevin Durant carried. He had 22 points carrying the Nets in that game. Nobody really showed up for the number 2 option without Kyrie on Thursday night. Ben Simmons, disappointing game offensively for him. He only had 4 points in 25 minutes, 4 assists to just 6 total turnovers, trying to see if he can bounce back here. Third preseason game for Simmons for the Nets. Hey, best of luck there to Andrew tonight. No problem, man. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I know a lot of sports going on tonight. October baseball with the playoffs going on right now, and then also hockey starting up now with the regular season. So a lot of things going on as of late for sports. Always great during this time of year, like fall, when everything starts up once again. Basketball, hockey, football in the swing of their season, already like a fourth through the season for the NFL now. And then Major League Baseball in the postseason, where the games mean something and become something. So yeah, I think we're going to tip off in about 10 minutes from now. Usually the ESPN broadcasts do a 15-minute pregame, even though they say tip-off time at 7:30. Usually don't tip it off until 7:45. Both of these teams with their on-court shoot-arounds at the moment right now. Jordan Nwora had a game-high 25 points yesterday for the Bucks. They didn't play their main players yesterday, so they played a preseason game yesterday with all their bench guys. They lost at Chicago 127-104, so quick turnaround, but the Bucks going to play with their main players getting starting minutes tonight in this one, getting the start with their main players. Chris Middleton will not be playing tonight, though. For what I heard. But Giannis, Jrue Holiday, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, all playing tonight for Milwaukee. Yeah, things going pretty well. No Ego, welcome on the streamer, man. Yeah, still keeping myself busy as of late. I got a busy week coming up next week for me. At the end of the week on Saturday, I got a triple header for volleyball that I got. And then I have field hockey tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be a windy day too, so hopefully they don't cancel the game. It's the same team that they canceled a game that I was supposed to announce last Wednesday when I covered field hockey. We had to wait an hour and a half because of a lightning delay, and the other team decided not to go ahead and play the game because they live like 3 hours away out in like the Connecticut border next to New York, and I'm from southeastern Massachusetts, and that team was in the conference too. So they get to play them tomorrow night once again, and hopefully the game goes on, even though it says once again thunderstorms and 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So it's just crazy. But yeah, I got super busy week. I'm working with 3 different schools, and I got the 3 different schools all coming up this week and the next week for multiple games. One of them is like a triple header. Yeah, Saturday I got my triple header. Triple header this Saturday, next Saturday double header. Usually they got games all over the place on Saturday. Basketball starts up, I think it's like November 8th right now is my first game for in-person basketball that I'm doing. So one of the teams posted the schedule for November and December. The other ones haven't. I haven't taken any yet so far because they have to post their winter stuff. What's good, Ron? Welcome to the stream here, man. Thanks so much for joining in. Hey, appreciate it. So we're going to tip off, I believe, in 7 minutes from now. Bucks, a 3.5-point favorite on the line. Both of these teams winless in the preseason. Wow, I just saw tickets as low as $3 for this game. That's crazy. Hey, happy birthday to Jose's brother Chris tomorrow. Or for today. Happy birthday to your brother Chris for today. That's awesome. Yeah, hopefully you guys throw a party for him or something. Got a couple preseason games going on tonight. I'll update the scores of those. At the end of the first quarter, Hawks up against the Cavs 24-19. Knicks looking good early on against the Pacers 33-23 New York. And then Hornets Sixers tied up at 29. Hornets been extremely disappointing so far in the preseason. I've been paying attention to a couple of the Hornets scores because they play my Celtics twice. So, yeah, things extremely disappointing with the Hornets that they played some of their starters Friday night, and they lost basically against the Celtics bench going off in the second half of that game. Bill, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, things going pretty well. I've been keeping busy lately, a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I've been working with 3 different schools announcing games right now for in-person stuff. Plus, I got offered to cover state championships for high school sports too in Massachusetts coming up mid-November, so that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, things have been a lot going on as of late, which has been great. Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Kyrie all playing tonight for the Brooklyn Nets, same as Giannis for the Bucks. Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis. I heard no Chris Middleton tonight, but we're going to tip off in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Starting lineups look like this. Kyrie, Royce O'Neal, KD, Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton for Brooklyn. Javon Carter, Drew Holiday, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez. Starting 5 tonight from Milwaukee. They go with the white jerseys, green numbers, green letters for this matchup. Brooklyn, black uniforms, white numbers, white letters. Both of these teams meet at the midcourt circle. This game's out in Milwaukee, Fiserv Forum for the matchup. Ryan, what's good? Welcome to the stream once again, man. Mad Chad, welcome aboard. Yeah, they're pretty good as far as like the payment for the games. They've been pretty good, and the good part about it is some days I do like multiple games in a single day, so I just stay at the venue, and for some of the games I'll cover like 2 or 3 during the day. As we get underway, it gets tipped off, and on the tip they're going to have to redo it once again. Looks like both of the teams weren't set up, and now we'll have this finalized here. The official has to get in between Brook Lopez and Nick Claxton. Take 2 on the tip. And there we go. Lopez tipped it over to Giannis. They're going to clear it off once again, though. They are going to say no good tip off the tip-off by Brook Lopez. Lopez just cracking up about that. This will be Brooklyn possession. That's a wild start. Uncle Pizzle, what's good? Welcome back to the streamer, man. Hope all is going well out in the UK. Sorry to hear about your Wi-Fi, man. KD, top of the free throw circle. Mismatch guarded by Drew Holiday, first possession. Towards his right, hands it off to Kyrie. Gives it over to KD. Bounce pass down low. Claxton turnaround and the key missed off the back rim. Tipped. Gets his own rebound back. Puts it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard. Nice second chance points right there by Nick Claxton. This scoreboard, if you're watching on ESPN, I'm not sure about the scoreboard for this season. Hopefully this is not like the finalized scoreboard. Hopefully it's the preseason. But yeah, I like last season's scoreboard so much better. Giannis powers his way right into the key. Tie-up forced by Nick Claxton as the clock will stop with 11:25. They're going to give the reach and fall by Claxton, so no tie-up. Inbound goes to Milwaukee. Giannis, handoff over to Holiday. Holiday dribbles up, low block, floats up the shot, gets it to go, rattles in. It's a tough look right there by Drew Holiday, just floats up a high arcing shot. Down at the low left block. Simmons moves it around the perimeter, out to O'Neal, bounce past Simmons' right elbow. Simmons working on Giannis one-on-one, backs his way. Dribbles back out, floats it out to the baseline, jumper, Kyrie, fall away, got it. Good for 2. At the right baseline, 4-2, Brooklyn. First minute through the game, Holiday will take it past midcourt from Milwaukee. Left to right on the floor for the Bucks. Yep, I'm still at the same radio station. Yeah, I've been there for over 5 years now. It's crazy how time flies by. Today was super busy because I've been working with a lot of people recording their commercials as of late, and it gets like busy towards this time of season. Javon Carter just stepped out of bounds. That's a turnover by Milwaukee. Brooklyn, third possession, scored in their first 2. Nick Claxton with a putback. And then Kyrie with a baseline jumper. Simmons, handoff, Durant, rises for the J, right elbow, right down the middle, that's good. KD, 23 points last game against Miami, gets on the scoreboard for his first 2. 10:05 left to go in the first. Bucks looking for a response right here. Giannis puts it the left wing over to Javon Carter, out to the top, wide open 3, straight away, swoosh. Knocked down from downtown, that's Drew Holiday. Nobody on Holiday whatsoever. 9:50 remaining first quarter. Nets with the ball. Durant dribbles to the free throw circle. Bounce pass down low off to Claxton. Claxton gets followed by Lopez. And Claxton will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. The game clock will stop now. 9:48 left to go in the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up. First one by Claxton. That's good. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, cover basketball action here on the channel. I do NBA games, also cover play-by-play of college hoops as well. Second free throw missed by Claxton, 7-5 Nets. Giannis will take it up the floor. Giannis, top of the key, has some space defended by Simmons. Moves it out to the left wing over to Carter. Lobs it off to Giannis, has possession. Kicks it out to the right corner. Portis, up fake, takes the 3. It's open. Missed off the front rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Simmons. Simmons gonna lead the break out to Kyrie. Over to the top it goes. KD, straight away 3 too long. Off the back rim, battle for the rebound. Snatched away, Nick Claxton, hustle play. And he gets the layup, reverse hand. Works his way past Bobby Portis, out hustling him. What a player like that by Nick Claxton. Wow. Yeah, I saw earlier today, I was reading an article by ESPN, and That's good. Straightaway 3. Jrue Holiday right back with a big response. And on that article, it said Nick Claxton, potential breakout candidate for this season. A lot of the other ones were like self-explanatory or so. Like, I think all of us know that they're very well coming. Like Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham. But yeah, Nick Claxton was on that list. Giannis missed the jumper. 15-footer off the back rim. Simmons comes up with a basketball. His pass off to Kyrie, going backdoor, stolen away by Carter. Bucks with a possession, 8.5 remaining. Giannis gonna slow it down, backs his way, low right block on Simmons, pivot move. Swings it out to the left corner, saves it is Lopez, and just floats up a wild shot. Hits the top of the backboard, lucky, right place, right time. Jrue Holiday comes up with it, dribble drive. Down the lane inside, blocked by Claxton on the bounce. Claxton making an impact right now in this game. 4 points, both of them off hustle plays. One of them a putback, one of them a putback by Claxton. Or he's got 5 points. He hit the free throw too. Giannis inbounds, throws it down with a right-handed dunk. Bucks on top now, 10-9. Nets with a possession. Durant bounce pass. Simmons floats it up over the top. There's Claxton. He's got 7. Nice work right there. Out to in. Maliko, welcome back in the stream. Holiday shoots the 3. Made his first one. Misses back iron on that one, though. Rebound goes to Durant. Durant takes up the floor now for Brooklyn, guarded by Giannis 1-on-1. Durant towards his left around the perimeter. And we have a steal. Javon Carter comes up with a basketball. Ben Simmons set Giannis into a pick. So there was no whistle blown. That was kind of shocking there. That there was no whistle blown on that. That should have been an illegal screen charged to Ben Simmons, but it was resulted a steal by Brooklyn and a reach and fall committed by Milwaukee. Vegas, welcome back in here, brother. 7:35 left to go. Free throws at the line. Just one free throw by Jrue Holiday. It's good. So it was issued a tech by Brooklyn on the last play. That's why they stopped it. 7:30 left to go in the first. Giannis backs his way down inside the paint on Simmons. Hook shot rattled out. Rebound back over to Brooklyn. Simmons across the floor off to Durant. Durant dribbles up to the free throw circle. Stripped to the basketball, turns it over. Here goes Giannis, leads the break. 3-on-2. Pass ahead. Off to Jrue. Floats it up over the top for Giannis going backdoor. Slipped off his fingertips, but right place, right time. There's Bobby Portis for the putback. 13-11, 7 minutes remaining in the first. This has been highly entertaining so far between these two teams, with the stars are rising in this game. Kyrie goes for the mid-range. Step back. Got it. He knocks it down for 2. Nets looking efficient so far. 5 for 8 from the floor. They've struggled in both of their games, knocking down shots, especially from the perimeter. First game, 33% from the outside. Second game against the Heat, they struggled. They were just 18%. Tonight so far, they've yet to hit a 3 either in this game. But going to the mid-range early in this one. And then Nick Claxton with 2 big buckets at the rim. We're going to take a timeout here. 13 all, first timeout of the game. 6:41 left to go in the first. We got a tie game now. Porter, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. That's awesome. Best of luck going to the Chiefs-Bills game. That's great. Man, that could be the game of the year. Yeah, if you got guys playing in fantasy football coming up this weekend with that Bills-Chiefs game, there's going to be a lot of points, I bet you, for a bunch of those guys in that game. That has very likely a capability of being a shootout on Sunday. Tyrone, welcome back in from the Bahamas, man. Hope all is going well, brother. If you guys are new in the stream, we got 30-plus people watching now. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Going on to the first time out tonight. Quick update here. The other games going on throughout the NBA. Oh, yeah, Diggs going to have a monster game, I bet. Cavs looking good right now. They lead 40-31 over the Hawks. Knicks-Pacers close game tonight, 38-34. Both of those games almost midway through the second quarter. And same as the Sixers Hornets. Sixers lead 43-41 over Charlotte. Heat Pelicans now almost midway through the first themselves. Started around the same time as this game. 18-13 Heat lead over New Orleans. And here we are tied up at 13 in this one. Yeah, that was tough. That was crazy. I can't believe it. Like, Travis Kelce gets 25 yards receiving and he scores 4 touchdowns. It's unbelievable. Like, he's just on another planet. What Kelce has just done throughout his career. Simply amazing. I feel like a couple of the games in the league have like been determined by like a fraction of a couple points. I've seen a few between all 3 leagues. So I remember, I think a couple weeks ago I lost by like a fraction of a point in one of the leagues. Johnny, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. You the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here for Johnny. You guys are awesome. All right, so we get back to action. 13-13. Bucks get the inbound. Holiday on the floor with Giannis, Brook Lopez, George Hill on the court for the first time tonight. Also Jordan Nwora. Here's a 3 taken by Hill right down the chute. That is good from the outside. 16-13, so bench points for the first time tonight for Milwaukee. Bucks with the ball. Kyrie, top of the free throw circle. Guarded by Hill, takes the contested jumper, skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound pulled down by Giannis. To the membership as well for Johnny. You the legend, man. Here goes Giannis. Dribble, drive, down the lane inside, missed it. Puts it up, missed off the rim. Third time around, gutted to go. That's good for Giannis. Attacking right to the paint, that's what he does best. Just an absolute Mack truck with the force of his speed. Nice dump off. Durant over to Claxton with a two-handed flush. Nick Claxton doing a great job in this game, getting to the rim, making an impact so far. He's the top scorer for Brooklyn. They've been doing a solid job distributing the basketball out to Claxton. 9 points by Claxton with 4 rebounds. At the right baseline, Holiday. Jab step, 5 in the shot clock, backs his way, passed it behind his back, deflected by Durant, and a turnover by Drew. Here's a 3, comes up short by Kyrie. Out it goes once again to Milwaukee. Skip pass left corner. Holiday out to Lopez. Shoots the 3. Missed off the rim. Tipped up to the perimeter. And it gets deflected over to Hill. Bounce pass right corner. Spots a wide open 3. And Holiday missed it. Back it goes to Brooklyn. Under 5 left to go in the first. Ball poke loose. Kyrie picks it up at the left corner. Over to Simmons. Simmons, Kyrie, KD, Royce O'Neal. And Nick Claxton, that's the 5 on the floor currently. Fall away. Nothing but net. Easy. Looking too easy right there for Kevin Durant. 1 point game. Beautiful J fall away at the right elbow. Holiday. Off to Nwora. Over to Holiday again. Attacks the paint. Stripped to the basketball. Turns it over. He gives up on the play. They got numbers here for Brooklyn. Simmons. His pass deflected out of bounds. Nice effort by Hill. The clock will stop with 4:19. Should have been 2 points off the fast break. Yeah, I've yet to catch the Cavs so far this season. I think they're a sneaky good team this year, though. Could have the capability of making a deep playoff run. Johnny the legend here on the channel tonight. You're awesome, man. We got 4:19 left to go in the first. 18-17. Great game so far. It's going to be an inbound by Brooklyn underneath their hoop. Kyrie inbounds it over to Day'Ron Sharpe. First time into the game from UNC. Back it goes to Kyrie from O'Neal. Kyrie dribbles into the paint, swings it on top to O'Neal. Pump fake, dribbles down the lane, dump off. Sharpe, blocked to the rim. I think it's going to be a goaltend, though. And it will. Goaltend by Milwaukee's defense. I know Mamoukelashvili was in on that in the paint. .357 remaining in the first. So we have a quick whistle. They've let him play most of the night here, just free, when not much whistles going on. Mamoukelashvili gets the inbound from Wara. As Giannis is currently in the bench, they go with Hill, Wara, number 25, Serge Ibaka. Jrue Holiday still on the floor, and he turned it over once again. Here goes Durant, his pass over to Sharpe and throws it down with a two-handed dunk. Just leading right there in the fast break off the steal by Kevin Durant. 21-18, Brooklyn on a run right now. 3.5 left to go in the first. 8-zip run in the last 2.5 minutes. Season opener we got coming up this Tuesday. So Tuesday, October 18th is the season opener. Wara turns the corner over to Ibaka. Ibaka at the left wing perimeter. Passes out to the top to Holiday, who struggled with the turnover so far in this game. Holiday floats up the shot, gutted to go, and it's a tough shot right there. Over one defender, I believe it was Day'Ron Sharpe contesting that shot. And a timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. 3:03 left to go in the first quarter. First timeout of the game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. A really good game we got going on right now. Yeah, I saw that. Cameraman got shoved down to the ground. Yeah, crazy how far that got taken. Like, the cameraman, like, he got shoved down to the ground and he just, like, got back up. Nick Claxton with a strong start tonight, really hustling so far in this game. He's the leading scorer, 9 points by Claxton with 4 rebounds. 11 points by Jrue Holiday, but he's had 2 turnovers. It seems like it's more. But he's only got 2 turnovers right now, 2 assists by Holiday. He's the top scorer for the Bucks. He's made 2 threes. Giannis with 4 points, 4 rebounds. And Kevin Durant so far, he's got 4 points. Kyrie's got 4. And Ben Simmons yet to score. He does have 4 assists, though. They're doing a great job this game for the Nets, moving the ball around. Brooklyn with 7 assists, Milwaukee with just 3. A lot of really good passes inside for the Nets in this game, moving the ball extremely well. We've seen in a couple possessions, out to in. Naum, welcome to the stream once again. Jay Ramirez, welcome back in. We get back to action. Ben Simmons out on the floor right now for the Nets. Got 3 minutes left to go in the first. Simmons called in a turnover. That only took 2 seconds off the clock. 3 minutes remaining now. Bucks with a possession. Carter out on the floor with Mamakhalashvili, Wara, Serge Ibaka, and Hill. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Bucks. Left corner 3 missed by Mamu. Heads up play by Hill. Tried to pin it off of a Brooklyn player, but it went back into the court of play. Brooklyn comes out with a basketball. Simmons, top of the key off the pick set by Sharp. Floats it up over the top. Gets the runner. Ben Simmons, first basket of the night, a runner for a mid-range teardrop. 2.5 remaining first quarter. Hill brings up the floor now for the Bucks. Guarded by Simmons, top of the key. Passes off to Carter, deflected near side, out of bounds. Last touch by Mills. Yeah, I do. I think there's a good batch of contenders this year in both of the conferences. I'd probably say more so in the East. I think the East is the deeper conference this season. That's a great jumper for the Bucks at the left elbow. They dial up, went and one. Quick 3, knocked it down from the outside by Brooklyn responding back. That's number 18, Yuta Watanabe, who just made a 3. Here's a 3 by Wara, misses off the back rim. Sharp comes up with a defensive rebound. Minute 40 left to go in the first. Simmons takes up the floor. Top of the key, Simmons. Dribbles towards his left. Now down the lane. Floats it up. Missed the first one. Gets his rebound back, and Simmons puts it up and through inside the key for 2. They had it off with the score. That's a 2 by Simmons. It should have been 26-22 before that shot by Brooklyn. So minute 10 left to go in the first. Nets up by 6. Milwaukee with a possession. Wara dribbling into the key. Right-handed hook over Watanabe. It misses short. And knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Brooklyn. It's going to stay Bucks ball. 1.5 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Yeah, that's unbelievable. So, $5 million and $13K since Jay Ramirez came on the channel. That's incredible, man. They're going to have to get off a shot. Turnaround, Carter. Missed off the back rim for the right elbow jumper. Desperation. We have 1 minute left to go in the first. Right baseline dribble, Watanabe. Skip pass. Left wing, 3 in the air. Missed off the mark, too strong by Brooklyn. That's number 13 who missed the 3 for the Nets. And the ball goes right back to Brooklyn here with a steal. Dump off. Sharp over to Simmons. Ben Simmons finally getting on the scoreboard as of lately here. That's a slam dunk. 6 points now by Simmons. All 6 coming back from the timeout. 3 for 4 from the floor with 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Left corner 3 in the air. Nothing but net that time. Jordan Wara sinks it down for the triple. Yersif, welcome back in the streamer, man. 20 seconds left to go in the first. Simmons at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by A.J. Green, rookie from Northern Iowa. Crossover on Green at the right elbow. Simmons backs his way into the key. Simmons, bounce pass over to Watanabe. Takes the 3, knocks it down. Second 3 made it a game off the bench by Yuta Watanabe. That's the depth that they were missing in the first 2 games for Brooklyn. Carter floats up the teardrop, rattled out. And that will do it. 1 quarter complete. Brooklyn running away with it late in the first quarter with Ben Simmons making an impact, playing against the Milwaukee bench, though, during that whole course around when they were out there on the floor. But at the end of the first quarter, it's Brooklyn 33, Milwaukee 25. All right, really good first quarter between these two teams. We take the time out right now, heading to the second quarter a couple minutes from now. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and yeah, let us know out here on the stream who you guys got tonight in this game. Feel free to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Wow, that's crazy. Daniel Carlson has more fantasy points than Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, and Jamar Chase. That's unbelievable. Wow. I got a couple teams in mind for this season. I think Cleveland is going to be a dangerous team that is very capable of making a deep run this season. Detroit could be a team that sneaks into the playoffs and gets like a back-end spot of the Eastern Conference for the Pistons this season. And then if there's like a sleeper team out in the West, I'd probably look towards Denver for this season, for the Nuggets, if they can play more consistent defense with that team, because Jokic has been carrying them constantly to the playoffs, and now they get Jamal Murray back and Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, Pelicans too. Pelicans made a lot of noise in that first round against Phoenix last year. That team, They were on the rise late in the season, because they started out the season last year. I think they were like 2-13 at one point. Yeah, Clippers. I think for potential finals picks. I said last week I got Clippers Celtics in the finals. So there's like some of those that I just threw out there that have potential. Yeah, Pelicans look dangerous for this season. Also, I think Houston could be a team. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs this season. I think they're gonna miss out, but potential like play-in game for them. If all these young guys like get better, like down the line, because that's an extremely young team for Houston. And Jalen Green, I like towards the end of the season last year, he started to go off last season. So we get back to action, 33-25 to score. Milwaukee left to right on the floor. They have the basketball first. AJ Green passes off to Giannis. At the left baseline, Giannis working his way on Simmons, one-on-one. Giannis inside the key, lost the handle. The basketball turns it over. I think he was in between half a pivot and a pass by Giannis and had it stripped inside the key. Patty Mills at the left wing, floats it up top, looking for Simmons, deflected by Green, stolen away by Giannis. Here goes the Greek Freak. Dribbles, drives, attacks down the lane, a reach-in foul committed by Brooklyn. Mills called in the reach-in. Game clock will stop with 11:21. Bucks will inbound far side of the floor, number 5, Javon Carter. Carter inbounds to Giannis. Giannis dribbles top of the free throw circle, working on Simmons, and it's going to be a turnover. Offensive foul committed by Bobby Portis, illegal screen he set. Yeah, Portis sandwich between Ben Simmons And Marcus Morris on the last play, as that'll be a bucket. Count it and a 1 for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons, nice bounce pass over to Day'Ron Sharpe with an and 1 coming up by Sharpe. Largest lead of the game now for the Nets. So Ben Simmons has been playing a good chunk of minutes tonight. He's been making an impact. 12 minutes, 6 points now, 7 assists, 3 rebounds and a steal for Simmons. Struggled to start off the game, but in the first 6 minutes it was a slow start, but the last 6 minutes he has really rolled. Corner 3, that's good. On the outside, number 0, Marjon Beauchamp, a rookie from G League Ignite, knocks down the 3. Corner 3 missed by Mills, and it gets kicked out of bounds by Sharpe. Mills looking for a whistle, but no call by the officials. 10:40 left to go before halftime. Giannis receives the pass, backs his way down inside the paint. Giannis puts it up and gets fouled. 2 free throws going to head to the line. That's Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris is the one on Brooklyn, who picks up the blocking foul. Two shots to the line by Giannis. 10:35 remaining. Second quarter. First one is good. Yeah, now it's getting pretty even as far as the poll. So 51-49 at the moment. If you haven't voted on the poll, feel free to do so. Nets currently leading by 2 percentage points right now. Second free throw by Giannis. That's good. So Bucks get themselves right back into the game. 6-point game, 10.5 left to go before halftime. And it gets stolen away around the perimeter. Bobby Portis comes up with a steal. We got contact, gets blocked out of bounds. Day'Ron Sharpe, great job getting back defensively, denying Portis. Giannis gets the inbound, turnaround jumper, baseline, missed off the back rim by Giannis, defensive rebound, pulled down by Sharpe. Simmons leads the break, out to the wing, now down inside, and we're going to have a turnover. Too hot on the pass there by Morris over to Watanabe. So that'll be a turnover, miscommunication out there in the corner. They had it, all Morris had to do was just get the layup instead of moving it back out to the perimeter. Carter rises for the J, 18-footer, fall away. He's got it. It's a tough shot. Simmons, bounce pass, right corner, picked up by Patty Mills, swarmed by Javon Carter. Dumps it over to Markieff Morris, hand off, the opposite side of the floor now. Mills swings it over to Morris, takes the jumper, deep 2, he connects on it. Markieff Morris showing the range. Belandres, welcome back in the stream. I probably think this season, for the lottery, player to watch out for, probably look at Tari Eason from Houston. I think when I was doing the Summer League, he had some really good games in the Summer League for him. And Houston's going to be a roster because they have a young team that he should be able to carve out some good minutes when in Houston for this season. Javon Carter takes the 3, knocks it down for the triple. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Simmons slows down the basketball. Top of the free throw circle, Simmons. Hand off Mills, takes the jumper, 18-footer straight away, missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by A.J. Green of Milwaukee. Carter Turns the corner. Mid-block. Bounce pass cutting underneath. Beauchamp. Out to Green. Rises for the J. Deep 2 off the front rim missed. And Markieff Morris comes out with a defensive rebound. Yeah, any of those players picked just like right behind the lottery, if they're going to a team that they'll be able to get like a good amount of minutes playing with them, that's where they're going to find like the most impactful rookie, like outside the lottery. Yeah. So Eason Branham going to San Antonio. Yeah, definitely going to get some minutes there. Whereas like a guy like Marjon Beauchamp, who is picked up at 24, it's going to be difficult for him in his first season to get like any sort of minutes in a championship contender roster. For the Bucks, Ben Simmons to the free throw line, shooting 2. And no good in the first one. And second shot missed as well, so Simmons goes empty at the free throw line, 0 for 2 that trip. 8:20 remaining, second quarter. Giannis receives the pass, working on Simmons underneath, has possession, puts it up, gets fouled. Giannis helped out to his feet as he was double-teamed down inside the low post. Blocking foul picked up by Ben Simmons. Game clock will stop with 8:16 remaining. Got 50 plus people watching right now. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here in the stream tonight. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well that I cover here on the channel. Giannis will shoot 2 free throws. We have 8:16 remaining before halftime. Giannis currently number 2 scorer behind Drew Holiday tonight from Milwaukee. 6 points tonight for Giannis. First one's good. Second free throw coming up by Giannis. And gets the friendly bounce off the front rim. Drops in through the net. A 1-point game now. 8:10 left to go before halftime. The Bucks at 1 point were trailing by double digits, but they're on a 12-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Mills lobs the pass off to Markieff Morris. Double teamed. Takes the jumper over Holiday. Hits it. It's another mid-range shot that goes down by Markieff Morris. Under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Top of the key, Giannis. Dribbles up to the top of the free throw circle, working on Claxton. Rises for the jumper, 15-footer, missed off the back rim too strong. Simmons comes out with a defensive rebound. Poke loose from behind, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. Watanabe inbounds, passes it over to Simmons. 7:35 left to go before half. Yuta Watanabe, 2 threes so far in the game. Lobs it over to Morris. He's been cooking lately for Markieff. Markieff again, turnaround, low left block. This time missed the shot. Defensive rebound pulled down by Giannis. Giannis takes up the floor. His pass off the fingertips of Simmons. It will stay Milwaukee ball. Try to fire in a hot ball down the lane for the Greek Freak. Went off of Simmons, though. Simmons receiving substantial minutes tonight. Third preseason game for Brooklyn. 15 minutes, 6.7 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal for Ben Simmons. Hill receives the handoff. Swings it out to the right wing, into the hands of Beauchamp, the rookie. Takes the step back 3, missed off the rim, no good. And it over the back call, picked up by Brook Lopez. So foul by Brook Lopez, 7:05 remaining. Beauchamp had a pretty good look, just couldn't send it down. Nets get the inbound, 7 minutes left to go. Mills takes it up the court, into the hands to Claxton. He had a great showing early in this game. Handoff Kyrie. Kyrie drives on Holiday, sneaks around, puts it up too strong off the backboard. Holiday comes up with the basketball, and he lost it out of bounds. Turnover. Taking it right past midcourt for Drew Holiday. Just lost a dribble. We got a timeout taken as well on the floor. 6:45 left to go before halftime. It's 40-37 Brooklyn. Great game tonight. Chris Middleton not playing tonight in this matchup, but the Bucks hanging in there against the Nets right now. 3-point game. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops in the channel. We got 45 plus people watching. And yeah, glad to have you guys back on board being a part here in the stream tonight on this one. A quick update, other scores going on throughout the preseason. Cavs starting to put on the run against the Hawks. Cleveland leading 57-45. And the Knicks up at halftime against the Pacers, 54-48 the score. When New York leading. Hornets leading the Sixers tonight in action. Start a third quarter there. Scores now 61 Charlotte, 50 for the Sixers, with Charlotte just making it 3, with Gordon Hayward with 14 points now. Heat leading a close game over the Pelicans, 49-47. The Google Bowl, welcome back in the stream here. Thanks so much for dropping them by. So yeah, it took about 6 minutes to settle in or so in this game for Ben Simmons, but the last 10 minutes, he's been playing pretty well for Simmons right now. He had 3 quick baskets, started the second quarter for Ben Simmons. He's got 6 points now, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, just 2 turnovers tonight, so much bigger impact for Simmons in this game, controlling the ball. And that's been the big key from the first time I covered Brooklyn a week ago to now. This team is moving the ball really well in their third game of the preseason. They got 12 assists so far in the first half. Milwaukee's just been limited to 7 so far. They've struggled all throughout the preseason from 3, but tonight they're doing a solid job at the rim. A lot of the buckets have been either at the rim or mid-range in this game for the Nets. Markieff Morris has got a couple of those mid-range buckets. So he's got 4 from Markieff Morris. 7 points by Day'Ron Sharpe. The bigs have done pretty well tonight. Nick Claxton, 9 points, 4 rebounds. Day'Ron Sharpe off the bench with 7 points, 3 boards. Giannis has got the most minutes, too, from Milwaukee. He's played 13 minutes, scoring 8 points, 5 rebounds. David, welcome back on the stream, man. So we're going to get back to action. We have 6:45 left to go, second quarter. Back from the timeouts. And Milwaukee will take it up the floor. They have Hill, Brook Lopez, Giannis, Jordan Nwora, Drew Holiday out on the court. Currently, Giannis turned it over to Key. Swiped away, stolen away by Kyrie. Kyrie leads the break. Lob up over the top. Nick Claxton throws it down behind the defense. What a strong night he has had at the rim tonight. Nick Claxton with 11 points, the top scorer in the game for Brooklyn. Lob deflected and intercepted as Milwaukee was looking to go down low to Giannis. Brooklyn picked off the pass. 3 at the wing. Missed off the mark by Beauchamp. That's Cam Thomas, number 24. He missed it at the ring. Beauchamp is for... Yeah, Beauchamp's on Milwaukee. Cam Thomas, a bucket. When he played 2021 for LSU, that's a basket inside. Jordan Nwora for 2. Five and a half left to go before halftime. Thomas will bring it up the floor now. Passes off to Durant, settles for the 3 straight away. Missed off the rim. Giannis comes out with a defensive rebound. Here goes the Greek Freak attacking the paint, and will draw the foul. It's on Claxton. Blocking foul, 2 free throws coming up at the line for Giannis. Yeah, I was shocked this offseason that everything stayed together for the Nets. Like, with all the rumors that have been swirling around throughout the offseason, Durant and Kyrie both looking to leave Brooklyn and that they stayed. I was shocked after they get swept against the Celtics. Like, I thought that would be it right there for Steve Nash. But seeing that he's back once again, this is a huge season here for Brooklyn. So I feel like they certainly have the talent to go to the finals, but the big question is how many games will this team be able to stay healthy with their big 3? That's the big question. Both of the free throws missed at the line for Giannis, and he missed the slam dunk as well through traffic. Nets come up with a basketball. Thomas attacking downhill. Gets to the go. That's good. Count the bucket and 1. Cam Thomas insert him right into the game. He's making an impact right now and puts Brooklyn on the top by 5. That's some great defense by the Nets. Giannis missed the slam dunk. He was between multiple defenders. And then Brooklyn got the rebound, just took it a distance with Thomas. Count it in the foul. Tammy, thanks so much for joining in again. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 5:03 left to go before halftime, and 1 at the free throw line. Good by Cam Thomas. The Bucks will bring it up the floor now with Holiday. Holiday, Portis, George Hill, Serge Ibaka, and Jordan Nwora. Giannis currently on the bench at the moment. Missed layup at the rim by Ibaka. Rebound over to Brooklyn. That should have been an easy 2 by Ibaka. Kyrie, straightaway 3, splash. Connecting on it and extending the lead for the Nets. 4.5 left to go before halftime. Kyrie's got 7. Holiday going to slow it down now for Milwaukee. They've trailed once by double digits, trying to avoid that for a second time in the game, and they cut into the Brooklyn lead. George Hill, nice 3. The right corner sinks it through. 4 minutes approaching the mark left to go before halftime. Thomas, handoff dribble free throw circle. Outside it goes to Durant. Into the hands to Thomas with 4 minutes left to go before half. Working on Portis 1-on-1. Crossover, attacking inside the paint. Thomas, turn around. Float to the shot. Around the rim, goes in. Cam Thomas starting to get into a rhythm right now. Off the bench tonight, and he's got 5. Yeah, hopefully really well tonight in this game. Hey, there we go. Whoopig 00. Welcome to the stream here, man. Got 3.5 left to go before halftime. Bucks missed a shot. Pump fake O'Neal. Passes out to the top. Kyrie. Step back. Nasty deep 2 jumper off the step back. Missed it. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound over to Portis. Gives it over to Nwora at the right wing. Nwora attacks inside the paint. Get that out of there. Huge rejection by Nick Claxton. Denying Jordan Nwora. Goes out of bounds and will stay Bucks ball. Really proving himself on the floor tonight. Nick Claxton, 11 points. Top scorer in this game for Brooklyn. Drew Holiday leading the way tonight. Team top scorer from Milwaukee. He's got 13. 3:10 left to go before halftime. Nwora had a poke loose from behind by Kyrie. We get a whistle. And Kyrie called in the reach-in. Yep. So we got 2 at the free throw line now for Jordan Nwora. First one's good. He had a great game last night, scored 25. He was the game leader. Lost against the Bulls last night. Ben Simmons comes back onto the floor. Second shot by Nwora right down the middle. So they face one double-digit deficit. They've trailed another time by 9. They've cut it winning 6 now. 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Kyrie brings up the court, defended by Javon Carter. Hand off to Durant. Simmons rolls down. Bounce past Simmons. Executing the pick and roll. Great job to do so as Simmons will draw the foul. And it looks like we're gonna take a timeout on the floor. So we go to the timeout right now. 2:53 remaining before halftime. 6-point lead for the Nets. Yeah, that's just a terrible showing. What Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. That's just I heard he's been struggling with like some mental problems or so, but just awful taking frustration out on your teammate like that right there from the leader in the locker room. That just creates an extremely toxic locker room now. It's just so weird because those guys will probably not talk to each other. Really just creates a bunch of tension now in the locker room. And it comes from your team leader who now Golden State coming up in the future, they're going to have to make a decision. Because I believe Draymond Green's, I think he's like 34 years old at this point. So it's only got like a couple more years left at this rate for him. And he was just, during the playoffs in the finals, he was nowhere to be found offensively for him. So I think this is probably it for him for this season because Jordan Poole's the future of the team. He rose last season as the 6th man for Golden State. He's been in the NBA, I think, since 2019. So of course, they should be able to pinpoint the future and move on from a long time vet that's trailing down in his career at this rate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked that he didn't get suspended for that. I heard that he's coming back, returning to the team, but yeah, just no suspension. Yeah, there it is. NBA preseason storylines. Draymond Green will rejoin the Warriors tomorrow following practice incident with Jordan Poole. And LaMelo has been ruled out now 1 to 2 weeks with a left ankle sprain. So it just keeps on getting worse for Charlotte. I followed the 2 preseason games that they played against the Celtics, and the first one they got destroyed. Tonight they're up against the Sixers, 66 to 57. So we get back to action. Ben Simmons will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. First one is good. Misses first 2 free throws tonight. So it'll be his 4th attempt. He's just 1 for 1 for 3 so far tonight. Second free throw missed by Simmons. Only 25% on his first 4 attempts. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Milwaukee. 2:45 remaining before halftime. Carter gives over to Portis. Into the hands to Hill. Handoff Portis outside left wing. Carter dribbles to the free throw circle. Rises for the mid-range J. Sinks it through. Javon Carter started to get the mid-range going. 2.5 remaining before halftime. Kyrie will bring it up the floor. On the court currently with Cam Thomas, Ben Simmons, Royce O'Neal, Kevin Durant. Thomas stopped the dribble, lobs it over to Durant, top of the free throw circle. Durant rises for the jumper over Wara. Missed off the rim. Portis comes out with a defensive rebound. Down by 5 for the Bucks. We'll see if they're able to chop into this lead right here. Wara. Outside it goes to Carter, defended by Kyrie. 2 minutes remaining before halftime. 10 on the shot clock. Fall away Jay. Tough ones around the rim and out. Missed by Carter. Offensive rebound to Baca. Bounce pass down low. Portis. And we get a whistle. It's on O'Neal. Blocking foul picked up by the Nets. 2 free throws heading to the line coming up for Bobby Portis. .152 remaining before halftime. First one by Portis, no good. EXO, welcome to the stream. Brian, thanks so much for joining in, man. Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. I'm not from, like, actual Boston. I'm about, like, an hour south of Boston where I'm from, but I'm still from the state of Massachusetts. First one missed by Portis. Second one's good. They were trailing by a double-digit deficit at one point in this game early on. He went on to a 12-2 run. Trail by 9. They've got themselves winning 4. Simmons, handoff to Durant. Bounce past Simmons, down the lane, and couldn't finish with a layup. A great opportunity to do so, but reverse-handed layup through traffic couldn't go. That's one you have to finish if you're Ben Simmons. Minute 20 left to go before half. Portis, mid-range, floats it up, scores. It's a 2-point game. And they're doing it without Giannis right now on the floor. Largest lead was Brooklyn by 11. Bucks led early on by 5. Kyrie working on Carter. Down inside the paint. And we get a whistle. It's on Carter. Blocking foul. 2 free throws coming up by Kyrie. Minute 6 left to go before half. Really good game so far tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board, being a part here on the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college basketball streams I cover too. Those are the 2 most popular streams that I cover. From time to time, I do call any NFL games as well from time to time. Probably going to be more so basketball since basketball is back in full swing. Harry, what's good, man? I'm going to take the Hurricanes in that one. First shot missed by Kyrie. Second one's good. 1-point game. Final minute now remaining before halftime. Holiday takes it past midcourt. Back into the hands of Holiday from Wara. Holiday working on Simmons. Step back jumper deep 2. Off the front rim missed. Nice job by Ibaka to tip it, but couldn't get it over to Holiday. Gets stolen away by Simmons. Leads the break. Lob over the top for Cam Thomas on a fast break, and he's able to put it up and in off the backboard. It's a lead right now for Brooklyn. 35 seconds remaining before halftime. I thought Ibaka was going to tip that right to Holiday, but Ben Simmons just able to come up and receive the tip ball and floated the pass off to Cam Thomas out in transition. Nice handles as he went behind the back dribble, working on Holiday at the left wing perimeter. Just lobbed it over to a trailing Cam Thomas to score up and in off the backboard. Turnover by the Bucks. Or 1 second, it's flipped the score. Here's, it's score correction on that. Yeah, 54-49. Score correction. And Brooklyn just scored again off the inbound. 8 seconds left to go. Yeah, I had it for the bottom part of the scoreboard. It was the top. Dump off. That's good. Ibaka right before the horn. Got 2.4 left to go. Half-court jumper. Oh, did that count? It did. Royce O'Neal, half-court three, sinks it. At the horn, near side of the floor. They had 2.4 seconds left to operate. Off the inbounds, Durant gave it to O'Neal. 2 dribbles between 2 defenders. Portis and Aurora, half-court shot, and he drills it near side of the floor by Royce O'Neal. Off of 1 foot. What a way to end the quarter for Brooklyn. 59-51. As we go into halftime. Yeah, don't really cover much buzzer beaters. Buzzer beater in the preseason. There we go. Wow. Made it look easy right there by Royce O'Neal. Off the inbound, 2.4 seconds left to go. 2 dribbles, 1 foot between 2 defenders. Man, it just made that look so easy, even though it wasn't. Hey, thanks so much, Mario. Appreciate it, man. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. So we go into halftime right now, 59-51 the score. Seen a lot of great things in this game, specifically from the Nets. Nick Claxton really battling hard, giving his all out on the floor tonight. He's the top scorer for Brooklyn, 11.6 rebounds. He has set the tone in this game here. Battling for loose 50-50 balls, second chance points by Claxton. Really solid game from him. In only 13 minutes, he's got those 11 points and 6 rebounds, along with 2 blocks and 2 steals. Kyrie, 10 points, number 2 scorer, right behind Claxton. Ben Simmons doing the playmaking tonight in this game. 7 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. First 6 minutes, it was kind of slow for Simmons. Didn't score his single basket until, I think it was late in the first quarter for Simmons. Started to get into a rhythm. He's got 7 as we go into half right now for Simmons. He's only just 1 for 4 at the free throw line, though. And then Drew Holiday leads the way for Milwaukee. He's got 13 points. Giannis with 8.7 rebounds. Yeah, I think he's going to do pretty well for John Shire. It's tough to compare to Coach K, but I still think that Duke's going to have a really good season. Yeah, a big part about this game today, Nets are improving, moving the ball around as a team. Simmons with those 7 assists leading Brooklyn. They've got 17 total entering halftime. 28, 16 points in the paint. Yeah, a lot of those assists have been off transition points. They've got 8 points off the fast break. They have, so that's 4 assists off the fast break of the 17. College Hoops starts on Monday, November 7th. I'm going to check the schedule, see if there's, if they put, the TV stuff up. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of, Power 5s playing against mid-majors on that day. Yeah, I feel like the years before when they did college basketball, they would put the Champions Classic, those big matchups like Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, Kentucky, I feel like they would put them on the opening night, but that's not the case this year. It's a week later. All right, thanks so much all for voting in that poll tonight. Looks like the Nets took this poll tonight as we had over 100 plus votes, 56-44. Yeah, I'm gonna see about the college schedule if there's like any like TV time or like TV networks announced. I see there's one for the SEC network, ESPNU, ACC, a couple on the ESPN Plus, but not like the main ESPN or ESPN2 yet that I see. Yeah, yeah, it was the Bucks early on. The Bucks had a larger lead in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden it just switched to the Nets. Let's see, opening night college basketball is on Monday, November 7th. I'm just going to scan here and see if there's like any games noteworthy. A lot of these power conference teams are playing mid-majors throughout the day. Like Alabama's playing Longwood. Longwood made it into the tournament last year, lost against Tennessee in the first round. Tennessee is playing against Tennessee Tech. Texas playing against UTEP. Baylor playing against Mississippi Valley State. That's going to be a nice 130-55 score in that game. Kentucky hosting Howard. Their start of the season opening night. Yeah, it's usually like a lot of the teams playing against local or regional matchups. Villanova hosting LaSalle. Ohio State hosting Robert Morris. I remember Ohio State opening night last year. They almost lost against Akron last year. Duke's hosting Jacksonville. UConn hosting Stonehill. Stonehill just transitioned to D1. They're not too far away from where I am. UNC is in my Final Four. I'm going to go 2 SEC teams for this year. I'm going to go Kentucky and Arkansas in the Final Four this season. And then, let's see, there's going to be a Big 12 team that goes into the Final Four. It's probably going to be Baylor. I think Baylor is going to take the Big 12. Yeah, it's crazy to see Stonehill on this list for D1 schools now. They're not really a big school. I think they only got like 2,000 students. How did I come up with a name? Yeah, when I was a kid, when I used to play basketball, I used to shoot like a lot of 3-point shots or so probably thought about how like me growing up, how I was growing up shooting the ball from behind the arc. Wouldn't shock me to see Houston back in the Final Four either. So I think they got everybody back for that team. And they had a couple key players injured at coming back, getting additional eligibility once again. Kansas hosting Omaha opening night. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's like any good games. I see Auburn against George Mason. That's the best one I've seen so far on opening night. That's an SEC against an A10. That's a pretty good draw for the opening night game, just to like get a feel of how your team is. Because I remember, I think it was a couple years ago, it was South Alabama who took Auburn down to the wire. USC is hosting Florida Gulf Coast. That's actually an interesting matchup. One of the more so opening night matchups. Yeah, if Oregon State's the favorite in that game, I'll take Tulsa. So Oregon State's hosting Tulsa. That's the last tip-off game on opening night, November 8th. If they're favorite for Oregon State, I would look into taking Tulsa in that game. I think I saw Oregon State for this upcoming team. I was looking at their roster, and I think they barely returned like anybody from last year. And last year they went like 3-28. So yeah, they're definitely going to be at the bottom of power conference. Like this season for power conference teams, that's the first one that comes to my mind is Oregon State. Like worse than Georgia, worse than like any other Power 5 school, worse than Georgia Tech for Power 5 for this season. Yeah, opening night's November 8th. It's kind of odd it's on a Monday night this year. Because I think the past couple of years they've done it on a Tuesday night. Hey, thanks so much for being a part here in the stream here, Gabriel. Yo, both these teams are actually winless in the preseason. Bucks came into this game 0-4. Brooklyn 0-2. Yeah, I think he's on the hot seat for sure for Wayne Tinkle. Yeah, I think if they get off to like a disastrous start, like watch them lose to like a mid-major, that'll be it. Like it might be like 5 or 6 games into the season. Same as Nebraska. I forgot to mention Nebraska too, because they're right there at the bottom. It's probably Oregon State, Nebraska. Yeah, Oregon State, Nebraska, Georgia Tech as like the worst 3 Power 5 schools this year. So the Champions Classic games, those aren't until 8 days later off the opening night for college basketball. So this is on Tuesday, November 15th, the Champions Classic games. Kentucky against Michigan State at 7, and then Duke versus Kansas at 9:30. Those are the 2 Champions Classic games, but that's not until Tuesday, November 15th. So opening night for college basketball this year is Monday, November 7th. So here's some of the key ones, because we were talking about, Stonehill and UConn playing against each other at XL Center in Hartford that night. I'll go through some of the games. That'd be funny if Nebraska lost to Maine opening night. I don't know how you get that draw if you're Maine. Traveling out to Nebraska. Nebraska hosting Maine opening night. Northwestern hosting Chicago State, Oklahoma hosting Sam Houston, Kansas playing Omaha, Iowa State playing IUPUI. I'm pretty sure they were like one of the worst teams last season. Wake Forest hosting Fairfield. I think that's usually Providence that hosts Fairfield on opening night, but it's not this year. Illinois hosting Eastern Illinois, Texas Tech hosting Northwestern State, Oregon hosting Florida A&M. Yeah, I think the best one out of opening night is Auburn hosting George Mason. That's the best game on the first night. Ohio State hosting Robert Morris. Maryland hosting Niagara, Iowa hosting Bethune-Cookman. That's a nationally televised game on ESPNU. URI is hosting Quinnipiac. St. John's hosting Merrimack. Michigan hosting Purdue-Fort Wayne. Stanford's hosting Pacific. for opening night. Oh, here's one I missed out. This is going to be a great game. Vanderbilt hosting Memphis. So Vandy taking on Memphis opening night for college basketball. That's a great game. Here's a sneaky matchup too. Nevada hosting Utah Tech, which used to be Utah Valley, where I think it was Fardell's AMAC played last season. Utah Valley upset BCU. They changed their university name to Utah Tech, and they're at Nevada opening night. St. Louis playing Murray State. That's a good one. St. Louis is like a low-key, sneaky team this year. I think they get their point guard back, who was Yuri Collins. I saw him play at URI from 2 years ago. He led the nation in assists as a freshman. I think he was like top 5 last year in assists per game. St. Louis, a sneaky team this season, hosting Murray State. That's a huge game. And Gonzaga hosting North Florida. That's the first night. All right, so here we go. Getting back to action. Halftime just ended. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. Start to the third quarter right now. Giannis with the ball for the Bucks. They go right to left on the floor, and he lost it. Poked away, stolen away by Durant. Pass ahead off to O'Neal, who missed the layup. Brooklyn got it back underneath, and they score 61-51 with 11.5 left to go. Royce O'Neal had a buzzer beater 3 at the horn, heading to halftime. There's a quick steal to layup. Ben Simmons down the lane scores the bucket. So 2 quick baskets by Brooklyn. Steal by Durant. And the pass ahead. So that was the first one to O'Neal, and then to Simmons. 63-51. Wow, it took a quick timeout for the Bucks. All right, so we head to the timeout right now. Nets are rolling. Second double-digit lead of the night. Nick Claxton up to 13 points currently. Looking really good here. Yeah, I think we all have. I'm gonna see what's on for the Tuesday night college games, if they got anything good. Okay, so Providence hosting their first game against Ryder. That's on Monday. That should be on Tuesday, November 8th. Yeah, that's on Tuesday, November 8th. Providence hosting Ryder. Yeah, they have a much lighter schedule on the second night. Purdue is hosting Milwaukee. It's not as big as the opening night. So it's basically a lot of like major conference teams taking on mid-majors. I had done one for the NFL when they played against the Packers earlier in the season. It's probably going to be more like basketball now for me, for streams upcoming, because basketball season's getting back into full swing, and usually the basketball streams are what draws more than football. Yeah, football, unfortunately, just has so much competition. Louisville season openers against Bellarmine. That's on the Wednesday, November 9th. Yeah, this is actually a good game in the first week. St. Mary's is hosting Vermont. St. Mary's should be favored in that game. It's at St. Mary's. It's a 10 p.m. tip-off time, too. That's just unfair to Vermont, but That would be huge if Vermont came out and won that game. Both of those teams, well, Vermont has been like representing their conference for years in the NCAA tournament, but St. Mary's was in the tournament last year too. Both of those teams coming off NCAA tournament seasons. BYU, San Diego State, that's in the first week, Friday, November 11th. We come back from the timeout. Bobby Portis has it left wing, dumps it over to Giannis. Down by 12 now for the Bucks. Giannis powers his way inside, soars up, throws down the right-handed dunk. We'll see if that gets the Bucks jolted up here. With 11 minutes left to go in the third, Simmons gives it on top. Kyrie shoots the three, missed off the mark. Defensive rebound pulled down by Giannis. Giannis takes it to the left elbow, working on Claxton one-on-one as we get a whistle. It's going to be picked up by Brooklyn. Clock will stop with 10:50. Giannis gives it over to Javon Carter. Carter attacks the paint. His pass deflected by Claxton. Oh, what a save by Claxton at the far side corner. Comes out with a steal. Incredible right there with the reflexes and the steal. Out it goes to Durant. Rises for the three over Giannis. Skipped around the rim and out. Nick Claxton, the player of the game tonight for Brooklyn, hustling on both sides of the floor constantly. 13.7 rebounds. 2 steals, 2 blocks. Holiday will slow it down for the Bucks. Defended by Claxton. His pass over to Carter. Skips it out to the left corner. 3 in the air. Portis sinks it. It's a nice pass. In to out they work that way for the Bucks. Italiano, welcome back in the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. 10 minutes left to go in the third. 7-point game. Durant, 18-footer straight away. Nothing but net. We'll see if Milwaukee can cut into it and respond right here with Carter. Carter swings it out to Giannis across the floor. Into the hands to Holiday. Holiday, up fake. Lob over to Giannis, double teamed. Inside the paint, Giannis puts it up. And he'll draw the foul. Double teamed by O'Neal and Claxton. Nets really gonna love what they're seeing tonight from Nick Claxton. So tough on the floor. Giving it 110% all heart out there in the court tonight by Claxton, what he has done. Durant with a made jumper right before he's up to 6. Giannis going to shoot 2 at the free throw line now. Giannis with 9 tonight, along with 8 rebounds. First one is good. Second free throw by Giannis, and no good, missed off the front rim. Defensive rebound pulled out by Simmons. Simmons out on the break, passes to Kyrie, who could have went in for a layup, instead decides to pass it back out to the perimeter, and Durant turns it over. Here they go, 3-on-1 fast break to the outside. Carter shoots the 3, got it. That's a costly mistake by Brooklyn, the steal by Giannis. Off the loose ball by Durant. Over to Javon Carter out to the right wing, who sinks down the triple. 9:05 remaining third quarter. Kyrie defended 1-on-1 by Carter. Could have came in with a layup in the last possession. Durant now at the right elbow, working on Giannis. Dribbles right baseline, lost control of the basketball to turnover. Kevin Durant dribbles off his shoe out of bounds. It's going to go right back to the Bucks with a 5-point game with under 9 remaining. Durant and Giannis collide. Incredible defense by the Greek Freak. Giannis bullies his way inside, working on Simmons. Puts it up high off the glass, looking to get it back. Deflected out. Last touch by the Nets, the refs will say. The game clock will stop with 8:45. I think on that case, Giannis was looking potentially to throw it up off the backboard and get him himself. Inbound over to Holiday. 10 in the shot clock, out to Carter. Corner 3. Missed rim short. Javon Carter, the great look, just couldn't send it through. Nets for 2 behind the defense. That is Royce O'Neal, who hit the Half-court buzzer beater. Makes the layup. 12 points off the fast break tonight by the Nets. Just 5 by the Bucks. Holiday, bounce pass. In the traffic, terrible decision there. He gets intercepted. Lead pass ahead for Claxton. Throws it down with a two-handed jam. Nick Claxton off the outlet. Showing everything he's got tonight. Yeah, that might be something for you there for Vaughn of interest. 8 minutes left to go in the third. 9-point lead now for Brooklyn. Giannis slows it down. No-look pass right corner into the hands to Lopez. Out to the top, it goes to Portis. Backs his way into the key. A turnaround jumper. Portis, miss rim short. Tipped up by Kyrie. Comes up with a defensive rebound. Kyrie at the left wing. Spots up. Shoots the three. No good off the bottom right part of the backboard. Offensive rebound. O'Neal. Out to Kyrie again. Corner three missed off the mark. And the Bucks will get it back. Dangerous pass, but gets it in time. That's a three missed by Carter. Off the pass by Holiday. Could have been picked by the Nets there, but couldn't. Kyrie. Off to KD. Shoots the three. Durant. Missed off the back rim. This has turned into a brick fest lately. And off the fingertips, near side out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. There's one thing that the Nets have struggled on tonight's three-point shooting. They've struggled all throughout the preseason now, 3 games. Just 4 for 14 tonight, but it's better than their last game. Shot the ball just 18% from 3 at 29% currently. Ben Simmons going to check out towards the bench now. Big difference, 16 points off the fast break by Brooklyn. Milwaukee has just 5. Patty Mills into the game now for the Nets, leading by 9 for Brooklyn. Down the lane, and Claxton going to draw the foul. It's on Brook Lopez. 2 free throws heading to the line for Nick Claxton. It's been quite a bit that the Bucks have got fooled by what Brooklyn has brought to them tonight, especially when it's come to the pick and roll a couple times. Nick Claxton has been able to fool the Bucks with that tonight. First free throw good by Claxton. It's the 3rd double-digit lead of the game for Brooklyn. Second free throw missed by Claxton. Yeah, that's one big thing that Claxton has to improve upon, his free throws. Last season, he was like at the bottom of the NBA when it came to free throws. And as a team, too, because Ben Simmons tonight just 1 for 4 for free throws. 7 minutes left to go in the third. It's crunch time games. That's going to be worrisome this season for the Nets if they can't make their shots late. That's a deep look. It's good by Holiday, enough for a 3 off the step back. Jrue Holiday just keeping Milwaukee in this game right now. He's got 16, top scorer for the Bucks. Durant, mid-range, skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound pulled down by Jordan Nwora. Off it goes to Holiday. Hand off Portis, rises for the jumper. Missed the 3-point shot. Rebound Durant. Mills, inside the key on Lopez. Swings it back outside over to O'Neal. Royce O'Neal. Half-court buzzer beater to close out the first half. Off to Durant. Working on Nwora. ISO ball 1-on-1. Bounce pass off the cutter. Deflected and out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. 4.4 seconds remaining in the shot clock. 6:07 remaining on the game clock in the third. Nevertheless, a really good game tonight. Much better than the last one I covered a week ago. Jumper, good by Durant. Count it in the foul. Contested by Nwora. Durant going to shoot one coming up at the free throw line. Just working 1-on-1 on Jordan Nwora. Elevates for the jumper. Gets him in the shooting motion. Johnny with a dono. You the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream for Johnny. 6:03 left to go. Durant to shoot one at the line, and that's good. Bucks needing something. 4th time they've trailed by double deficit. Holiday with 16, looking for more. At the left wing perimeter, crossover on Claxton, dribbles up into the key. Jrue, a fake, puts it up off the glass, got it for 2, up and in off the backboard. It's a big time bucket right there by Jrue Holiday. Able to get underneath. on a taller defender. Just floats it up with a high arc. Bounce pass. Cutter. Kyrie scores. Assist made by Patty Mills. Nice response by Brooklyn, leading by 10. 24 assists tonight for the Nets. Really moving the ball around at a great clip. And a lot of those assists been inside the paint. Wara inside the key, lost the handle, turnover, stolen away by Durant. He's got numbers 2-on-1, swings to that left corner, catch and fire 3 in the air, money. Patty Mills sinks it down. Kevin Durant with assist number 25 tonight for the Nets as a team. They're going to say his foot was on the line, deep 2 counted for Mills. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Holiday top of the key, working 1-on-1 on Claxton. Holiday dribbles up, no look pass, right corner, 3 in the air. Hill couldn't get it to go, and the rebound pulled down by Claxton with a foul in the backcourt, picked up by Portis. Game clock will stop. 4:48 remaining, third quarter. It's a beauty of a skip pass from Durant out to Mills for the quarter jumper. You the man, Johnny. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream once again. 77-65, 4:48 left to go in the third. Brooklyn going to slow it down as they lead the game. Gabriel's got his prediction. He thinks Nets going to win by 35. Lob to Durant, top of the free throw circle. Dribbles up inside the key. As we get a whistle and a reach-in foul. It's committed by Hill. Clock will stop with 4:34. Nets will get the inbound, far side of the floor, Kyrie. Lobs it off to Day'Ron Sharp. Kyrie, Sharp, Mills, Royce O'Neal, Kevin Durant. That's the 5 in the court currently. Away from the basketball, another whistle. Personal foul picked up by Milwaukee again. Away from the ball, it's charged to Brook Lopez. That's Lopez's fourth, so he is in foul trouble at the moment. And that'll send Brooklyn to the line. Bonus time now with Kevin Durant. First one missed. Skipped around the rim and out. What's good, Bad TV? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Second shot missed as well at the line. They get the offensive rebound. Mills took a 3 straight away, missing off the back rim. Milwaukee with the ball. Giannis spin move. Gets past KD. Goes back door. Missed the layup. Putback opportunity. Missed as well by Lopez. Brook Lopez struggling tonight in this game. Durant gives up the ball. It's going to be kicked though. So whistle blows. Clock will stop with 4:05. Yeah, Brook Lopez yet to score 4 personal fouls. And just 3 rebounds in a 19-minute span. 0 for 3 shooting. Timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. Great game tonight by the Nets, looking for their first win of the preseason for the Nets right now. 77-65. Yeah, this has been disappointing for the Bucks. This is their 5th game of the preseason. They were the favorites. I believe they were 3.5-point favorites on the line. They're the home team. Giannis is playing. They're without Chris Middleton, though. Drew Holiday's playing. Holiday's been the best player tonight for Milwaukee. He's got 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Giannis tonight with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Just 3 for 13 from the floor for Giannis. But Nick Claxton having a great game. 16.7 rebounds. 3 steals, 3 blocks by Claxton. Efficient, 7 for 8. 20 minutes on the floor. Best player tonight. 12 points by Kyrie. Kevin Durant's got 9. 7 assists by Durant. Ben Simmons has 10 assists. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe right now. We're currently in the timeout. Late stage of the third quarter. I'll get it up there. Cavs leading the Hawks 105-92. I'll see what Major League Baseball has got up. Heat starting to pull away against the Pelicans, 91-79. Miami leading by 12. Philadelphia taking the lead over Charlotte, 99-93 with a second left to go remaining. So Charlotte still winless in the preseason, and the Knicks leading against the Pacers currently, 94-87. Score is tied. Braves and Phillies, bottom of the sixth inning, 2 outs, 0-0. Braves have 2 runners on board, though, first and second. That's a pitching duel right now. Phillies up in the series 1-0. But it's scoreless, bottom of the sixth, so 0-0 to score in second game of the MLB playoffs. We get back to action. Steal by Milwaukee. They have numbers 2-on-1. Carter shovels it over to Ward. Gives away the basketball as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. Poor decision by Jordan Ward to make the extra pass. Just going for the layup. He gave it right to Royce O'Neal. Came up with a steal and then poked it out. Nets by 12, looking to slow it down. 3:45 remaining in the third. Top of the free throw circle, Day'Ron Sharp. Towards his left, hand off to Durant. Turns the corner, bounce pass off the pick and roll. Sharp soars up high, two-handed flush. Assist number 8 of the game by Kevin Durant. We've seen that a ton of times tonight with a pick and roll working out to success. Brooklyn 59% from the floor. Milwaukee just 38% shooting. Low percentage shot, 3 missed straight away by George Hill. Defensive rebound pulled down by Sharp. Lob looking for Durant, gets knocked down as a foul gets charged to Hill. Clock will stop with 3:16. Back to the bonus once again for Kevin Durant. He'll shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. First one up and through. Second shot coming up by Durant. This one is good as well. Darius Garland double-double against the Hawks tonight as they're closing out that game 105-99 in the final second. Kevin Durant with 11 points, 8 assists currently. Hill at the left wing, guarded by Mills. Lobs it inside the key over to Giannis and gets deflected, intercepted by Day'Ron Sharp down the near side with another reach and fall committed by Milwaukee. Game clock will stop again, 3:05 left to go, and Brooklyn will head back to the free throw line in the bonus. Yeah, this game just getting out of the way for the Bucks right now. Disappointing too because actually they're gonna say before there was contact, it went out of bounds. Last touch by Milwaukee, so Bucks catch a break. There will be no free throws this trip by Brooklyn. It went out of bounds. First touch by the Bucks. Kyrie going up for the finger roll, deflected before the rim, and the Bucks will get it back. Giannis attacking right down the lane, missed a layup. Tough game tonight for Giannis, missing a layup just out of control with a ball driving down the paint. He's got a double-double, 11 and 10, but way off tonight, 3 for 14 from the floor. Mills slows it down the right wing perimeter, defended by Hill. Dribbles towards his right, crossover on Ibaka. Gives over to Durant, passes backdoor to Hill. Swings it out to the left corner. That was Mills to Watanabe, who took the 3, missed off the back rim. No good by Yuta. Hill has it now up the floor for Milwaukee. Passes left corner. Carter had an open look, decided not to take it. Over to Hill. Hill at the left elbow, dribbles back outside left wing. 8 in the shot clock, guarded by Kyrie. On top, it goes to Giannis, into the hands to Wara. Wara, top of the free throw circle. Passes left corner, up fake. Carter, open 3, got it. That's a big time shot. Javon Carter Pulls Milwaukee winning 13 with 1:50 left to go in the third. Nets slow down the basketball. Kyrie, top of the key, one-on-one on Giannis. Shoots the three. Got it. Laser beam straight through the shoot. It goes for Kyrie. Big response back for Brooklyn. They had struggled all throughout the preseason making threes. That's a big time shot, though, to put themselves up now by 14. Giannis powers his way, moves it out to the corner, intercepted by Yuta Watanabe. Giannis trying to thread the needle out to Warriga, intercepted by Yuta. Three, good by Durant. The Stars for Brooklyn taking over. 87-68. Kyrie with a three, and now KD follows up suit. Final minute remaining in the third. 3 players double figures for Brooklyn. 16 by Claxton. 15 by Kyrie, 14 by KD. Giannis, spin move, down the lane, finishes, up and off the backboard, gets it. Good. .6 seconds left to go. Giannis going right to his dribble, jive, penetration, spin move down the lane. Classic repertoire. Bucks in the bonus now, down by 17. Obviously, this is a preseason game, but if I'm playing the Bucks and I'm up by 17 going into the fourth quarter, yeah. You just cannot take this team lightly with Giannis, who has been known constantly throughout his career to take over fourth quarters. He gets better and better and better throughout the course of the game. Free throw is good. 3-point play complete by the Greek Freak. Double-double tonight by Giannis. 14 points, 10 rebounds. I know it's a preseason game, but if it's a regular season game, most likely, no lead is comfortable, especially against this Milwaukee team. That jumper is good for a mid-range for Brooklyn, 89-71. Stole away. Giannis comes up with it at the top of the free throw circle. Working on Simmons, and I'm going to see here. Who's it called on? I think it's on Giannis, though. Loose ball foul. Yeah, it is. It was off the inbound. Giannis and Simmons. Simmons trying to force the tie-up with Giannis. So it will be Giannis heading to the free throw line. So Ben Simmons, loose ball foul, he gets called for. Giannis had the inbound rolled right to him. And then Ben Simmons tried to come up with a steal, but got called on a loose ball foul. First free throw good for Giannis. Got over 60 people watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat who you guys are a fan of out here. I cover the NBA, also college basketball, different teams, by the way. I'm actually a Celtics fan myself. I'm from Massachusetts, but I cover all different teams of the NBA, also college hoops. We get back to action. Both of the free throws good by Giannis. 16-point lead for the Nets, 25 seconds remaining in the third. Kyrie, pass over to Durant, top of the key, working on Giannis, dribbles, attacks down the lane, nice dump off Simmons, kick out to the corner, Mills, over to Kyrie, shoots the three, got it. That's great ball movement around the world right there for Brooklyn. Dribble, drive, penetration, dump off underneath the hoop, kick to the right corner, out to the right wing, swoosh in a three. Great passing, great teamwork all around. Giannis attacking the paint, draws the foul. 4.5 seconds remaining, third quarter. It's been quite the norm here as of late. Giannis heading to the free throw line. He's attempted 10 free throws. He'll have 2 more coming up. Yeah, Nets looking really good tonight. Passing the ball at a high clip. 29 assists through 3 quarters. It's a great number. 10 assists by Ben Simmons. So he has over a third of the team assists right now. 8 assists by Kevin Durant. 4 by Kyrie. 3 off the bench by Patty Mills. 3 steals each by Durant, Nick Claxton, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Nick Claxton should get the game ball for Brooklyn here if they win it tonight. He's been hustling extremely hard out on the floor. He's the one that brought the energy, really set the tone for this team tonight. 16.7 boards by Claxton with 3 steals and 3 blocks. In 20 minutes, he's 7 for 8 shooting. First free throw good for Giannis, down by 18. Hey, there we go. Braves taking on that lead right now, up against the Phillies 3-0. Top of the 7th, no outs. Second free throw good by Giannis. Final 2 seconds. Kyrie, pull-up jumper. Missed the 3 straight away. And we close out at the end of the third. Big 3 difference tonight. Plus Nick Claxton. Really proving what he's got in the hardwood. 92-75 through 3 quarters. Nets are flying here against the Bucks. Yeah, Bucks just look really flat tonight in this game. 75 points through 3 quarters. Giannis just doesn't look himself. He's missed a couple layups that he usually has 99.9% of the time. Giannis still with 18 points, 10 rebounds, but he's only 4 or 15 from the floor. He's got 10 of those points via the free throw line. Missed a lot of shots at the rim. Braden, welcome back on the streamer, man. Looking for a big season out of your man, JB. Scores throughout the NBA tonight. Pacers leading the Knicks. Final minute, 105-99. Benedict Mathurin, great game for him. Picked up in the lottery by Indiana. 25 points by Mathurin tonight. Bam Adebayo, 25 points. Heat leading after 3. As they've really got on the upswing here. Leading the Pelicans 100-83. Games that's gone final. Cavs win over the Hawks, 105-99. Darius Garland, double-double, 23 points, 12 assists. And then the Sixers end up winning, able to come from behind, beat the Hornets, 22-12, third quarter advantage for Philadelphia. 99-94, low-scoring game there. Joel Embiid, 19.6 rebounds. So fourth quarter coming up in a couple moments right now. Brooklyn is cruising in this game, using the pick and roll to their advantage on multiple occasions to get behind the defense. Milwaukee just hasn't been able to stop Brooklyn's pick and roll and adjust to it tonight in this matchup. And a lot of great ball movement from what I've seen for Brooklyn in this game. Yeah, there was a possession at the end of that quarter. Kyrie had made the 3. Everybody got a touch on that possession. They attacked the rim, dumped it off down low, kicked it to the corner, moved it out to the wing. That's where Kyrie shot the 3 and made it. Ooh. I'm going to go Kobe right there. Kobe just clutch in cold-blooded moments. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so he's going to be the number 1 pick. So whoever ends up with number 1 in the lottery going to get like a franchise-altering generational type of talent. 7'4" and from what I've seen, he can do everything. Like, he's got handles, got a three-point shot. It's basically like playing a video game, how good he is. Just makes a ton of his shots. Start to the fourth quarter. Portis at the free throw circle, lobs it back outside to Holiday. Giannis curling in the bench to start off the fourth. Portis dumps it off down low. Ibaka scores up and off the backboard. Simmons on the floor currently with Nick Claxton, Patty Mills, Kyrie, and Markieff Morris, the last one out there. Top of the key three. Kyrie open. Hits another one. Just able to move the ball off the screen. Too easy there for number 11 in black and yellow. Or black and white. For Brooklyn. Double team. Pass deflected. Mills and Claxton came along with it. Simmons with a steal. Simmons. Dish out to the corner. Kyrie once again takes the three missed. Offensive rebound. Claxton keeps it alive. Over to Mills will slow it down. Looking for their largest lead of the game. 20 up if they do hit a shot here. Mills. Off to the top. It's Simmons. 2 in the shot clock. Lobs over to Kyrie. Shot clock winding down. And didn't get it off in time. That's a shot clock violation. That's all on Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons passed the basketball when there was under 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So that possession is all on Simmons right there. No matter where you're standing, you have to shoot that ball with 2 seconds. That's not enough time to create an extra pass. Even though Kyrie was close by to him. Yeah, Simmons, that would have been a three-point shot attempt. Simmons was at the left wing perimeter, but with under 2 on the shot clock, decided to pass it right over to Kyrie. Corner jumper, good. By Marjon Beauchamp of the Bucks. We saw him earlier in the first half. This is his first time checking into the game in the second half. For the rookie, Durant, defended by Beauchamp, 1-on-1. Durant attacking, takes the step back jumper, deep 2, missed off the rim. Offensive rebound, Simmons. Another chance now for the Nets to set it up. Kyrie, bounce pass, down low, Claxton underneath, and draws the blocking foul. It's on Giannis. Clock will stop with 9:49. Probably the team with you right there, Braden. First one missed. At the line for Claxton. Second one missed off the back rim. So Claxton goes empty that trip. That's one of the downfalls I've seen tonight out of this Brooklyn team. Going to have to get much better at the free throw line. This is nothing new. Nick Claxton was just all over the place last year with his free throws at the bottom of the league. Missed 3 straight away by Hill of the Bucks. That's one that he usually has. Around 3 years ago, George Hill led the league in three-point shooting around 46%, but it's a look he just couldn't hit. Straight away top of the key, wide open, couldn't send it down. Yeah, 50% tonight at the free throw line for Brooklyn. They're 9 of 18 when it comes to free throws tonight. Nick Claxton is 2 of 6. And Ben Simmons is 1 for 4 when shooting free throws. Jump ball, it will be between Kyrie and Giannis at the Nets free throw circle. 9:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tipped up by Giannis, goes to Milwaukee. Holiday gives it over to the Greek Freak. Down the lane, floats it up right hand, draws the foul. Blocking foul on Nick Claxton, and clock will stop with 9:18. Make sure to ring that notification bell so you guys do become notified when I do go back live for my next stream. Not sure entirely when I'll be back for my next stream. I know on opening night, I'll be out on opening night. I got a game on opening night that I'm covering that night in person. I got a busy week next week, yeah. So I'm not sure when I'll be back. I've got in-person games next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I believe. But I'll have to do like prep work in between because Saturday's got a doubleheader. And then I'm going from Tuesday night coming home late to the next one being Wednesday night coming home late. So it's like a lot of like preparation throughout the week that I have to do. One of the places that I announce at, I go straight from work, so I don't even like come home and eat and stuff like that. So I have to make sure that I pack like enough for my lunch before I go out there. Both of the free throws good at the line for Giannis. 13-point game with 9:05 left to go in the fourth. Simmons at the left wing. Hands it off to Kyrie, defended by Beauchamp. Bounce past Simmons. Swings it across the floor. Over to Durant now. Rises for the J. Off the rim, no good. Saved by Claxton. Offensive rebound. Gives it to Morris. Over to the edge of the midcourt logo. Kyrie up fake. Dribbles. Attacks. Floats up the shot. Off the back rim, no good. We get a foul. Kyrie will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Looks like it's on Giannis. And the clock will stop with 8:48. Kyrie, 2 free throws to the line. He is the top scorer of the game tonight with 22. Making his threes. He's made 4 threes tonight for Kyrie. First free throw. Good. Second shot is good as well. 15-plus lead here for Brooklyn. 8:40 remaining in the fourth. Beauchamp. Giannis gets knocked down, dribbles towards his left, hands it off to Holiday. Giannis sets the pick. Out to the right corner, Portis settles to take a 3 off the rim, no good. Durant hauls down the defensive rebound. He'll take it past half court now for KD, signals the offense. He's got Simmons, Claxton, who he calls for a pick. Now we'll roll down. Durant still with the ball. Top of the key, works on Portis. Takes the 3 straight away. Nothing but money right there by Kevin Durant to 100. Timeout taken on the floor by Mike Budenholzer here for Milwaukee. Kevin Durant brings the Nets to 100 tonight. 1-on-1 over Bobby Portis. 18-point lead for Brooklyn. Timeout on the floor with 8:09 left to go. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board tonight. KD now up to 19 in this game with 8 assists, 3 steals. 23 points by Kyrie, top scorer tonight in the game. And then 16 points, 9 rebounds. 3 steals, 3 blocks by Nick Claxton. Having a stellar night. Really set the tone for Brooklyn tonight. Looks like Milwaukee's come out flat. 20 points by Giannis with 11 rebounds, but struggling with efficiency. Just 4 for 16 from the floor. A lot of the shot opportunities that he's had at the rim, it's usually shots that he's able to finish through. Able to finish those shots at the rim, but not tonight in this game. Jrue Holiday's got 18. 15 points by Javon Carter. Big difference tonight has been the ball movement. 42-24 points in the paint for Brooklyn. A lot of the times they're going to the pick and roll offense, which is Milwaukee just hasn't been able to adjust to tonight. And it's left Brooklyn with 30 total assists in this game. That starts off with Ben Simmons. Third game of the preseason, Ben Simmons. Much, much better night tonight. 10 assists leading the way. 8 assists by Durant and then 4 by Kyrie. To have somebody distribute the basketball like Simmons has been doing tonight really helps out these stars get going for Brooklyn. We've seen it. 30 total assists. And a lot of them are in the paint. A lot of the key plays that they've got buckets on have been on the fast break transition tonight. 21-5. Nets lead the fast break. Points off turnovers, they've scored 24 points off of Bucks turnovers. Under 6 minutes left to go, Heat lead the Pelicans 108-98. This game we have currently 8:09 remaining in the fourth quarter, with the Nets now with a comfortable 18-point lead. Cavs winners over the Hawks tonight 105-99. Pacers winning over the Knicks 109-100. Benedict Mathurin with 27 points for the rookie from Arizona. And 99-94, Sixers able to come from behind against the Hornets. Hornets still winless in the preseason now at 0-5. Braves in the MLB playoffs leading against the Phillies. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-0 Atlanta. So we come back from the timeout, 8:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Giannis takes up the floor. Milwaukee, 5 on the floor currently. Holiday, Giannis, Lopez, Hill. So we have a quick whistle away from the basketball. It's on Brooklyn. Clock will stop with 8:05. Fifth player out on the floor is rookie Marjan Beauchamp. Holiday tried to swing it into Giannis. Deflected. Giannis has it triple teamed inside the paint. Goes up with it. And that should be an up and down. Will they call it or no? They won't. Referees will call it as a personal foul picked up by Brooklyn. That looked like it was going to be charged to Giannis for a turnover up and down underneath the hoop. Okay, so this will be a tie-up. Tie-up on the floor. So Giannis was tied up with Cam Thomas. Giannis and Thomas will go up for the jump ball at the free throw circle, Buck side of the floor. Giannis tips it over to the wrong player, goes to Durant, jumps the route, intercepts it off the tip. Under 8 minutes left to go. Nets will slow it down. Thomas. Defended by Lopez. Step back three. Missed off the mark. Beauchamp defensive rebound. Holiday. Down inside the lane, floats it up, scores. 7:25 remaining. It's a nice move to the bucket by Jrue Holiday. Great handles here. Working his way on. That's what Royce O'Neal is able to score on. So Holiday will shoot one coming up in the line. 7:25 left to go. He's got 20. He missed the free throw though. No good by Holiday. Rebound to the Nets. Kyrie takes up the floor. Off to Yuta Watanabe. Top of the free throw circle. Claxton. Claxton hands it off to Thomas. Thomas dribbles up to the left elbow. Working on Holiday back outside. It goes to O'Neal. As he drilled a half-court three at the buzzer to close out the first half. Floater. Missed by Kyrie. Rim short. Gets his own rebound back. Puts it into the wrong hands, though. Intercepted by Lopez. Out to Giannis. Dribbles. Attacks right down the paint. Left hand scores. Up and off the backboard. Giannis for two. 14-point game. 6:45 left to go before halftime. Kyrie takes up the floor. And we'll take a timeout now for Brooklyn. Big play by Giannis attacking the paint, but a lot of work yet to be done for the Bucks in this game. They're in danger of falling 0-5 in the preseason. We have a timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. Head back to action in a couple minutes from now. All right, head to the timeout once again. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, everybody. Appreciate all for joining in here on the channel. I cover basketball action on the stream, play-by-play NBA games, college hoops games here, folks. Kyrie leading the way. He's got 23 tonight. Durant with 19, along with 8 assists, 16 points by Claxton, and 9 rebounds. Yeah, I did not see this one coming tonight in this game. I knew that Chris Middleton was out from Milwaukee, but the Bucks came in as a 3.5-point favorite. Milwaukee had played 4 preseason games so far. You would think number 5, their final one, they'd be able to get in the W column, but no. That not being the case tonight here at home. Still have about just under 7 minutes away to see if they can change that, but gonna need to hit their shots and need a bunch of points to get on a long run to do so. Alright, so 6:44 left to play. So we're going to head back to action in just a moment. Disappointing night tonight by Giannis in terms of efficiency. He's only 5 for 18 shooting. 22 and 12, though. He's the top scorer, top rebounder from Milwaukee. Inbound goes to Brooklyn. Cam Thomas on the floor with Kessler, Edwards, Day'Ron Sharpe as they get their bench guys in for the final 6.5 minutes. David Duke Jr. out of Providence in the second season. Here's a three-point shot taken at the left wing. Missed off the mark for Thomas as it goes back to Milwaukee. Giannis still out on the floor. Currently, Giannis powers his way as he is quadruple teamed and throws it down with a right-handed jam. Hey, thanks so much, Mario, for joining in tonight. 6:10 remaining. Giannis up to 24 points, 12 rebounds. Duke takes the three. Tough look there. No good off the back rim, too strong. David Duke was like leaning into his shooting motion too. Lopez yet to score. Shoots the three. Finally does. Drills the triple for Brook Lopez. Milwaukee in a run. 5-0 run coming back from the timeout. The 14-point lead going down to now 9. It's actually a 9-zip run for the Bucks. That happening before the timeout in the last 2.5 minutes. Sharpe trying to track down the ball. Gets stolen away. Hill comes up with a steal. Nobody to beat with a layup and scores. It's a 7-point game. 11-0 run by Milwaukee. Things are possible right now with 5:34 left to go. They certainly are. Last timeout was a 14-point lead by Brooklyn. It's now fallen to 7. Timeout taken on the floor by Steve Nash for the Nets. Nets put their bench guys in when Giannis was still out on the court. Just tearing it up. Last couple plays. This is what they had on the floor during the last rotation for Brooklyn. Cam Thomas, Day'Ron Sharpe, Kessler Edwards, David Duke Jr., and Alondes Williams, a rookie out of Wake Forest, who got his first minutes of playing time tonight. So, yeah, they went to the bench quite early. That's a quick timeout. We're going to get back to action now. If you guys were just joining us, it was a 14-point lead at one point. It's part of an 11-0 run by Milwaukee, looking to mount a major comeback. Largest that they've trailed is down by 19. Cam Thomas with the ball. Thomas takes the jumper, hits it for the deep two. That's a big response there for Brooklyn. They've been stuck at 100 for quite a bit and finally gets to 102. 5 on the floor currently for Milwaukee. They go with Giannis, Jrue Holiday, Jordan Nwora, Brook Lopez, and George Hill. That's 3 of the usual starters out on the floor currently. Giannis missed a hook shot, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. Roney, thanks so much for joining in. And Brooklyn is cleared out. They got their bench into the game. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Cam Thomas, David Duke Jr., Kessler Edwards tries his hand at the 3, missed off the rim short. Alondes Williams also on the floor with Day'Ron Sharpe. Rebound goes to Milwaukee down by 9. Holiday at the right wing working on Duke 1-on-1. Lobs it off to Giannis. He's got a mismatch. Pivot move on Edwards. Triple teamed into the key. Bounce pass off to a cutting Nwora. Giannis stepped out of bounds as a turnover. So they've had a couple trips down there. Just haven't been able to score in the last 2 possessions as Giannis gets boxed in. Stepping out of bounds at the baseline, working on Kessler Edwards. Nice job by Day'Ron Sharpe to come along and force Giannis to step out of bounds. 4:35 remaining. 19 turnovers tonight by Milwaukee. Top of the key, Sharpe. Bounce pass off to a cutting Thomas, mid-range. Missed off the mark on the shot, tipped up far side of the floor. Hill comes out with a defensive rebound. Hill at the right wing, guarded 1-on-1. Gets around Williams off the pick set by Lopez. Bounce pass Lopez to the corner. Off to Hill, the ball goes to the top of the key. Hill towards his right, swings it across the floor. Step back 3 in the air. Holiday, too long. 3 trips they go up empty by Milwaukee. 102-93. Nets with the ball back again, and Edwards contacted and fouled. And that's Holiday who picks up the reach-in. 4:03 left to go. Yeah, they led as many by 19 at one point. Luckily, it's not an actual game in the standings. This is just a preseason game. Top of the key, it's Day'Ron Sharpe. Dribbles up now to the free throw circle. Moves to that left corner. Nets have their bench players into the game as Milwaukee still has a couple of their starters. Giannis is now checked out. They have Brook Lopez and Jrue Holiday on the floor, along with Jordan Nwora, Javon Carter, and George Hill, the 5th player on the floor. Hill comes up with a steal on the key. 3:45 remaining. Lopez hands it over to Nwora, turns the corner, dribbles, attacks, kicks it out, intercepted with a steal by Duke of Brooklyn. David Duke takes it past midcourt, passes off to Sharpe into the hands to Edwards now at the right wing. Up fake, jab step on Lopez, takes it to the cup, missed off the front rim, and Sharpe tried to save it, stepped out of bounds though at the baseline. Ball goes back to Milwaukee. 3:28 remaining in the fourth now as we get a timeout taken on the floor. So things were getting interesting in this game, but Brooklyn's defense doing a nice job limiting the Bucks tonight. Giannis just 6 for 20 shooting. Despite 24 points, he's only made 6 shots from the floor. 12 of his points have been scored at the free throw line as we take the timeout. 102-93 with 3.5 minutes left. Yeah, the Bucks have had a good amount of opportunities here as of late. I believe that's 5 possessions that they've came up empty. 5 straight possessions from Milwaukee as they cut the Brooklyn lead to 7. During the last time out they were down by 14, and then they cut it to 7, and now it's to 9. They've had opportunities, they just can't score by Milwaukee. 102.93. 3:08 left to go. Top performers tonight. Kevin Durant with a solid game tonight. He's got 19 points. It's Kyrie who leads the way. 23 by Kyrie, and then 16 points, 9 rebounds by Nick Claxton. He really set the tone for Brooklyn early in this game. Lopez has the ball back from the timeout. 3:10 left to go. Turnaround jumper, deep two, high arcing. Brook Lopez delivers. That's a tough shot, but a big one there for the Bucks. 7-point game, 3 minutes even. Cam Thomas brings up the floor. Pick set by Sharp, rolls down. Thomas floats up the teardrop, gets it to go. Good for 2. A walking bucket when he played at LSU for Cam Thomas. Bucks with a possession, top of the key. Holiday still in the game alongside Giannis. Giannis out on the floor. He rolls down. Holiday lobs it up over the top for Giannis. Goes off the backboard, picked up and intercepted. Sharp comes up with a steal. Off it goes to Thomas. Pass off the roll down the Sharp in transition. Throws it down with a two-handed dunk. The passes just haven't been clean tonight by the Bucks. 2 points once again off the turnovers. That's now 20 turnovers tonight for Milwaukee. 2:20 remaining. They'll try it again. Giannis top of the key, working on Edwards. Off the pick set by Lopez. Giannis gives it out to the top to Lopez. Lopez shoots the 3. Missed off the back rim too strong. Brook Lopez having a tough game tonight. Just 5 points in 25 minutes. 2 for 6 shooting. David Duke Jr. will slow down the basketball. 2 minutes left to go. Brooklyn possession. Duke defended 1-on-1 by Holiday. Out to the left wing goes to Edwards. Bounce pass. Sharp over to Thomas. Thomas, step back jumper. Deep 2. Halfway down, rattled out. Rebound control by Milwaukee. Minute 40 left to go. Giannis at the right wing. Moves it out to the left wing. Nice pass. Lopez over to Carter. Missed the 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Giannis. Open 3. Too short. They've had so many opportunities for Milwaukee. They just can't get it into the hoop. Rebound Brooklyn. Minute 20 remaining. They'll slow it down again. Bobby, thanks so much for joining in, man. Glad to have you back on the channel, brother. Hope all is going well. Patriots looking great on Sunday. As we have a quick whistle here. Foul picked up by the Bucks in a reach-in. Minute 17 remaining. .117 left to go. They're going to get some new players into the game now. Sandro Mamakhalashvili, second-year player out of Seton Hall, checks in. Also, Lindell Wigington. First time tonight, number 28 with number 15 for Milwaukee out there on the floor as well. Blocked by the Bucks with 1 minute left to go. Bounce pass through traffic, intercepted by Brooklyn. Yeah, hope so, man. I think they got a pretty good opportunity to do so. If they can stop the rush, I think that's going to be the huge key in this game. If they're able to stop the rush, and I saw that Cleveland's in the back half defensively with stopping the run themselves. I think another big game out of Ramondre Stevenson could be happening once again come Sunday, as we have another whistle and a foul picked up by the Bucks. Blocking foul this time. .36 seconds left to go. Brooklyn going to head to the free throw line. Shoot 2. Before you sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board being a part here in a stream. Not entirely sure when I'll be back live for the next stream for you guys. I'll be away on Tuesday and Wednesday coming up, so unfortunately won't be available. For the first 2 nights of the season, I got game nights going on. I announced for a couple of colleges now, so I got game nights going on doing volleyball and field hockey next week. I got a busy week next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. This Saturday I got triple header for volleyball, which is crazy. Second free throw good. Wild shot floated up by Milwaukee. That's good for Lindell Wigington to get the bucket. Brooklyn's controlled this game tonight. I think the biggest takeaway from tonight is going to be that assist number. 32 total assists in the game for Brooklyn. That's huge. Ben Simmons playing much more confident in his third game of the season for Brooklyn. He had 10 total assists, Kevin Durant had 8. 5 steals by Day'Ron Sharpe tonight. 4 assists by Kyrie Irving. I'd have to say player of the game in this one has to go out to Nick Claxton. He was battling all game long, crashing the glass, second chance points, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, hustling all around the floor for Nick Claxton. Really special tonight in this game for him. That's the final, everybody. 107-97 final score. Brooklyn pulls off the victory, winning over Milwaukee. Milwaukee went winless in the preseason this year. Their final preseason game. So the Bucks go to 0-5 in the preseason. Nets improve to 1-2 in the preseason, as that's a wrap in this one. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before you do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live stream. Also, welcome into the membership first timer here, as we got Johnny Cash, the Woo Pig, out on the first time for the membership tonight. So here we go. We go with the channel members, all getting a shout out at the end of each and every single stream at the end. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Reynaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, Michael, Wick, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Arahan, Micolette, Roderick, Blessed Brian, SG Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, BGR, Ace, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, Robin, and Johnny Cash. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight, being a part in the stream. Make sure to ring that notification bell so you guys know when I do go back live for the next one. I'm not entirely sure just yet. I'll be away this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. I know those are the first 2 nights of opening night, but I've got in-person stuff I'm doing for both of those nights, so just ring that notification bell so you do become notified when I do go back live. Probably post out next week on the community tab, maybe when I'm around or so, depending on how I'm doing as far as like progress and stuff like that with my other stuff. But thanks so much all for joining in tonight, and enjoy the rest of the week, everybody. Stay safe out there, and have a good one tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.